Hey guys, so it's currently 8 p.m. I've had a very busy day, but I want to talk about some of the mindset shifts that I've developed throughout my 20s that have really helped me throughout life. One of them is happiness. I used to think that happiness was this big destination that you arrive at. Like one day after all the right choices, life would finally feel complete. But the older I get, the more I realize that happiness doesn't really work that way. It's not some destination waiting for us in the future. It's hidden in these small, ordinary moments that we often overlook. Take today, for example. Nothing too exciting happened. I was at the gym, I ran some errands, I was with great company, and then we spent the rest of the day just relaxing at the beach. The things about today that made me happy are the fact that I had a really good workout. I felt strong and I was happy that I was able to do that. Another thing was just being around a good company. Being around people that make you genuinely feel good will provide you a sense of happiness. Just simple life moments sprinkled into your daily life that bring you joy. I think a lot of us fall into a trap of waiting for happiness. I'll be happy when I get that new job. I'll be happy when I get that big house. I'll be happy when I find the right person for me. But all that does is push happiness further and further away. What if happiness is being just here, right now? Appreciating your warm coffee in the morning, laughing with a friend, a workout that makes you feel strong, or even just having a slow evening by yourself that helps you relax. So maybe happiness is not something that we arrive at. Maybe it's something we practice by noticing, by appreciating, and by being present. Hey everyone, it's currently spring in Sydney and I can feel the warmth, the sun. My current gym routine has recently changed. So I do weight training 3 times a week. That normally consists of 2 upper body sessions and 1 lower body session. And on Saturday mornings, I do a group fitness session. That normally breaks it up and makes it a bit more exciting. I find that with fitness, the one thing that is really important is to do the thing that you enjoy. If you're after a certain goal, for sure, you need to train for that specific goal. But if you just want to be overall fit and healthy and make a change, then find something that you enjoy. If you're quite sedentary and you don't do any physical activity, start with walking. Walking is the easiest and the best place to start because you can do it anywhere, you can do it anytime. You can even get a walking pad at home if you like, so that when it's raining outside, you don't have any excuse. But try to utilize walking outside because it's really good. You get a little bit of vitamin D from the sun, you get a bit of fresh air, and it's really nice just to be outside. What I find best is doing weights training 3 times a week. I used to go 5 to 6 times a week. Honestly, when I was going to the gym that much, I wasn't really doing it properly because you don't need to go 5 to 6 times a week. You can make progress doing even 2 times a week as long as you're consistent and you're focusing on progressive overload. Progressive overload comes in many forms. It doesn't just mean putting the weight up. I used to think that putting the weight up is the most important thing in weight training, and for sure, it is very important. It's good to put your weight up because it's a good indicator of how well you're doing in your training, but also your form is important. If you're putting your weight up but your form is shit, then that's not progressive overload, that's just ego lifting. It's also important because if you lift heavy and your form is not good, you're going to injure yourself. Make sure your form is good before you increase your weight. Obviously, I'm not a qualified personal trainer. I'm just giving you advice based on my personal experience. Now I'm going to head off to the gym so we can get a quick workout in and I can enjoy the rest of my Friday evening. So instead of cooking dinner, I bought a salad bowl. This is a tuna, avocado salad bowl, so it's still relatively healthy. Of course, meal prepping your own meals is much better, especially if you've got a calorie goal so you know exactly what's in there. But realistically speaking, I do tend to eat out because sometimes I feel lazy and I don't have time to shop, cook, clean, and all of those things. This is not expensive really. This whole bowl was $16, and as you can see, it's pretty big. For me personally, eating out is unavoidable, so a big tip of mine is try and find places that are quite healthy and sells food that are not processed as much. I'm going to enjoy this now, have a quiet Friday night, just chilling at home. I'm going to start a new Netflix series, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, you guys. Happy Saturday. It's currently 11 a.m. This morning I woke up and did a HIIT training session. Such a beautiful day outside. It's nice and warm. Here in Australia, the sun is super harsh, so you need to be very mindful of putting sunscreen on because you can easily get burnt. Even with me, I've got dark skin, so I'm lucky that it does take a while for me to get burnt, but my skin can still get damaged. I'm going to finish getting ready, so just put sunscreen all over my body. I'm going to put sunscreen on my face as well. You can't forget the face, it's really important. I'm using this Centella. It's a Korean skincare brand. This is my favorite sunscreen because it's SPF 50+ and it acts as a moisturizer as well. For my hair, I'm using this Gatsby wax. It's not really my favorite. I'm still on the hunt for a good hair wax. I can just never find one that I like, but for now, we're going to use this. Just put that everywhere. I do like going for that messy look. So this is what I've got on. I've got this see-through mesh singlet. I got this from Bershka when I was in Paris. I've got these shorts that I got from General Pants here in Australia. And then black sandals. For jewelry, because you can't forget jewelry, simple metal ring, bracelet, 2 earrings, and then a matching necklace as well. Let's go. Good morning everyone, it's currently 8 in the morning. I woke up pretty early today. I went to the beach first thing in the morning at around 7 a.m. and it was actually really nice. I've been feeling like I've been in a bit of a rut lately. What does feeling in a rut feels like? For me, it feels like everything's just feeling the same and just going through the motions of life. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes you can feel like there's nothing different, nothing exciting. So this morning I went for a morning swim, which is something I don't normally do before work when you're feeling like you're in a bit of a rut. Just do something different, no matter what it is. Just break up your routine. Break in your routine, and doing something different can help you feel like you're not in that rut anymore. Anyways, it's a Friday morning. I'm about to go to work, so I'll see you guys in a bit. I've got a slow cooker here. I put 1 kilo of chicken breast, and this is just going to sit here for about 3 hours on high. I'm also going to use some stock cubes. I just finished making this dinner. This is lean beef mince, pumpkin that I meal prepped a few days ago, and then broccolini steamed with some olive oil. This one is super easy to make because you just season the beef, and then the pumpkin was already meal prepped, and then I just had to steam the broccolini for 5 minutes. I also put Kewpie mayo and sriracha.